The biggest benefit of strategy-driven design is the creation of common language for the design, strategy, and client teams to discuss. It also allows for demand analysis across different selling channels. In this slide, we have labor costs and operations costs split out by different groups and cost buckets. Clicking on a bar in either of the graphs will show the proportion of each category from the adjacent graph that contributed to the total cost for the bar you selected. The visualization also allows the user to view different stages of the modeling process. In this case, we have baseline, current adjusted baseline, and optimized baseline at the top. Finally, to go into further detail of your supply chain's labor or operations costs, or if you want to view the demand or flow profile, click on the corresponding button below. You can return to this page anytime by hitting the back button in the top left-hand corner of each sheet. In the demand detail dashboard, we can view each aspect of the demand by each department aggregated by time period. In this example, we have e-commerce, retail, and BOPIS units aggregated by month for different departments. The charts on the right give a quick insight for the quantity of units demanded by each department. Like the last page, we also can view the data specific to each phase of the baseline model with the buttons at the top. This dashboard shows inbound and outbound labor cost. The two maps visualize aggregate cost by each site type, and the line graphs below split these costs aggregated by time period. This dashboard gives a summary of operating costs by location and site type. Like the labor dashboard, the map shows the operating costs at each site, with the larger circles representing higher costs. To the right, we have the operating costs aggregated by site type and location in tabular format, and below, aggregated over time, with each line representing the cost for each site type. The last sheet in this dashboard summarizes the delta between the initial and optimized baseline models by flow units and cost, with the ability to filter down by location, customer, and SKU. Specifically, material flow analysis will help savings on labor costs and material flow, and can also be beneficial from a SKU rationalization perspective. Clicking on the flow or cost buttons at the top right will change the view accordingly. The bar graphs show the top 10 contributors to flow or cost, split by SKU and location. The map shows how the different nodes in your supply chain interact with each other in terms of flow or cost volume. And finally, the table shows line-by-line data with various levels of granularity depending on which filters are applied.